Hey, what is up, everybody? So for today, I got a box from FCP Euro, which basically has all the stuff we need today to be doing the idler, pulley, tensioner, and all that kind of stuff. So I have some tools in here too, but I have the tensioner, the idler pulley, and the deflector pulley. We got that in here. We got a new belt, and we also have a One Vision Performance crank guard seal. Just because I'm going to be doing this anyway, so I might as well just take it out, put it in, and we're good to go. One of the only things about doing this is you might have to jack up your car, so that's what I'm going to do, because to really do everything nicely and have a lot of space, you gotta take out your radiator fan, so that's what we're gonna do. Alrighty, so we jacked up the car. If you guys haven't noticed, the Datsun is here, so I'll get to that later. But jacked it up. It is windy out today. It's very cold today, so I have to be careful because this hood already shut down on me once. So we're gonna go ahead and make sure we remove. Oh, that's missing. 1, 2, and 3. So there's 3 bolts here. I'm gonna remove those, and then from there you can pull this guy out and then go on the bottom, undo the 4 bolts that are down there, which are 8mm bolts at the bottom, and then the 2 T27s, I believe. Okay, so it was a T25 that's on the oil cooler here if you're an automatic transmission, and then this T25 here, I think these were T10s or T15s. I took this off, undid the switch, but it's a little bit of a tight fit, unless I'm forgetting one more thing. I guess one thing I forgot to mention, there is a clip here, which already came off of there. We're kind of like halfway up, but as you can see, these oil lines and coolant lines and AC lines are kind of in the way. So I think it's this AC line that's in the way for me. I have to figure out how can I kind of make it sit back down in there. Maybe if this guy was actually off with its thing. Maybe this should help. Let's see. Move this back up here. One. Let's see, little pull. Oh, okay. I'll come back to this. Okay. 2 hands. Very easy. Okay, so now you have all this space to play with, which, one, because I need to get to the crank seal guard here. I remember this. So I was saying, there's a bolt right down there that kind of goes upwards, so that's easy to get to without taking off your bumper. There's this clip, but I don't think mine was attached to this one, and the other one was this clip right in there. Okay. Okay, now the biggest thing here is going to be taking off your tensioner pulley, which inside here is a T60. I've done this belt before, but I had a T55. It kind of stripped it, but we're gonna see if I can take it off with it, or take the belt off first. If not, you can undo this cap and do the bolts that are in there, and we'll get to that in a little bit. Okay, so with the flathead, you can take off the cap here, and since this guy's still in the way, so if I can push him down there. Okay, there we go. It's a little difficult, but I don't know. Okay, so this is not how your tensioner is supposed to come out. You see how it's in 2 pieces? Well, here's another good thing to see. My belt was actually brand new. I had to cut it because I couldn't take it off for the life of me by my hand. Compared to the new version. Here it is. The new version. I think the bearing still spins a little freely still. Oh, actually no, because if you hold on the inside, it kind of doesn't do it. Versus like this one, still rolls. No. But I'm gonna put this in first. And just the hole is right. Actually, hold on. This goes in upwards like that. Push this in this way. And I'm sorry I can't show you guys at a very good angle. Here we go. Okay, I think that should be more than good enough. All I have to do is make sure I get this correctly in the hole. And I'm gonna do this with 2 hands, so I'll be back quickly before my battery dies. I did this all by hand, just to make sure there is no kind of issues with the grooves or anything like that. So it is nicely in there, and all I need to do is kind of put this in place. I'm gonna leave the pin in here because I need to install the new one, and it's just easier if I leave it in, and once I'm done I'll pull it up, pull it out, and have everything in there as it needs to be properly. But now all I have to do is get my ratchet and bolt it into place. Well, after a quick Google search, it is 40 foot-pounds of torque, so now we know. I'm gonna do this with 2 hands. Now, this is not how I like for this to feel, because I think the teeth on these are kind of bent, and I really wish I knew where my other T50 was at. Oh well. Hopefully it lasts me for the full ride today. There we go. We're good to go. Now, I think the next one over is these 2 pulleys here. So the idler pulley, and I think this is the deflector pulley, or whichever one, but it's a 75 and 95 millimeter pulley. So we're gonna go ahead and remove both of these caps. So again, all you gotta do is come here, boom, and oh, this one's stuck on here. Like that, and same thing for the bottom one. That one spins so much more freely. Alright, you guys know the drill. T55, and let me just double check to make sure it's a T55. I don't think it would have changed for any reason, except the fact that this guy's in the way again. Yep, T55, and I'm sure this one is too. Alright, let me get to work and we'll be right back. That was in there, torque to 60 pounds. You guys can take a little screenshot of this, but basically 75, 60, belt tensioner with deflection pulley to engine block is 38, and then the 90 deflecting one is 56 Newton meters. So there you guys go. Now the other thing I'm going to do is my crank hub, which I can barely see in here. It's very difficult to see where the bolts are at. Ooh, and the belt's been touching here too, or something's been touching here. Something rubbed there. I'm gonna try to see if I can take it off and put the crank hub or the crank seal guard in there. Again, it's very hard to see in there, but if you guys needed to see, there's like a couple bolts in there, and I'll see if I can take them out and show it to you guys. See you guys in a bit. Okay, easiest method is putting in a camera in here, kind of checking them. Then once they're all broken loose, you can go ahead and do this by hand. Alright, so 8 bolts are removed. This guy should be pretty much easy. I'm seeing these 2 dots right here, just in case I need to remember that. And oh look, it came off. Wow. Let's put you in a grass. Now, is there any 2 bolts in here? Yes, there's already 2 bolts, and I think they're also the same E10 that was already on here. Perfect. Hose lines are in the way, so I have to figure out a good and comfy way of doing this. I'm already upside down, so there is no comfy way. But okay, took off those bolts. They were a little bit of a pain in the ass to get out, but one of the biggest things is these are they feel so fake. They don't feel like real metal, but and then these are the new ones that come with the kit. But because these are Allen keys, this is an E-Torx. I'm gonna use these ones. They're the same length and everything. I don't really mind it, but this guy just goes in right, and nope. It goes in just like that. It's right in there. Now all I gotta do is put the bolts back in and we're ready to go. And these were actually not E10 bolts, but they're E14 bolts. So, my mistake. And put this all back in reverse and we're good to go. So there's my little camera method that I told you guys about earlier, but since I have you guys here, I can probably look in here. So inside here is a star pattern. I don't think I can show you guys, but basically we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, that means 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, basically a whole star pattern. And you want to bolt it at 35 Newton meters for torque specs. I'm gonna do this because I can't show you guys. I'll catch you guys in a bit. Alrighty, I had some difficulties, but I got it up to work. You guys remember, just make sure your belts are in the way you had it before it went in. Everything's good to go, pretty much fine, and it is no more squealing for me. I didn't want to show it, but I did have a couple times where this thing would just squeal unbearably, and now it doesn't. My belt was good. Again, like I mentioned, got the same one, and we're good to go. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like. See you guys. Bye.